Hello everyone, welcome back to Shelby County. Welcome to episode 56. With me, Mr. Fox. So what's going on here is I'm just chilling around, where we were working last episode. Because it's, super cool. And I'm expanding Lawmerton State. So I'm expanding Lawmerton State, right? Because like I mentioned in, I think it was this video, I said that Lawmerton State has great length, but a horrible width. Which means, how far it goes out. So it goes up a lot more than it goes out. So as you can see, I've got some roads coming in here. I do have to make the deformed land around it flat, which is fine, because, this needs to happen for when it gets to the outside. As you see, that's where the boundaries end for, city building. And I'm trying to, stay within the lines that Glitch said. To stay in the lines of. So, might even connect that road onto there. Kind of makes most sense, right? And so, what I will have to do is put in the pathing. And then bring the grass around again. To fit nicely with the pathing, because the grass is at, the level of the sidewalk or the footpath or whatever we're calling it nowadays. So it's really simple. Yeah, so it's gonna be like that. So the parts that are flat won't be flat for too long, but I will have to deform them afterwards. The plans for this video, I have none, to be honest. Basically just do this. I have to redefine my to-do list because I'm losing track a little bit of what exactly needs to be done. I know what needs to be done, but I just don't know what needs to be done. Like, I need to see it in a list format in order to get a real grasp of where to go after this. And because I know I want to fix the city, right, this is a city. I wanna add some more hills, not like a dozen of them. Oh, I know what to do. Train stations, train stops, I know, train stops. So, wrap this up, right, it shouldn't take more than an hour, right? Wrap it up, put in all the paths, fix the ground, because the ground looks horrible. It needs to look all perfect and matched. Gotta curve the corners, which I'll do afterwards, not during, because it's more complicated that way. And then we will be flying over to here to put in one train station stop thingamajig. So there might actually be a road coming down here again. If you don't know what I mean by again, basically a few probably weeks ago at this point, I was doing a thing called Every Block Towers, right? And so there was going to be a road coming down here and then the bridge going to it. But what will actually be happening instead is that there will be a road coming down here to person bridges, which means that they're literally big enough for a person, maybe three, right? They'll be going from here to here, and then there'll be this small little area in the middle where you can wait for the train. Now this is important for a couple of reasons. One, I'm trying to reduce how annoying things are, when it gets to traveling places. This, I believe, is the passenger train, which will have a station to come here, and you will actually be able to use it. I'm planning to make you be able to use it. And then this one is the industrial train. I will be checking them later, just to make sure that I do have the tracks correct. And then I'll have to hook up some to do with trains, because there might have to come a point where I do have multiple of a train. I don't want to do it, like, have a passenger train and an industrial train just kind of chilling here all the time. Like the subway, the train comes and then it goes. But I can't do it here because it would look very weird. I think I'd literally have to have the animation start from back there where the fog is. But then the thing is that some people joining the server might have a better computer and might be able to see way past that fog point. And besides, the structure blocks I would need for that would be incredible. It would look awesome. Don't get me wrong, it would look amazing. But it's just... you'd have to literally stand in this area. I'd have to somehow build a structure so that fog point remains where it's supposed to be. Like, I'd have to build a fence here so that people, you know, don't go around. But I don't know. Okay, so I wanted to bring you all back just to give you a little bit of an update and how I'm going to put in the grass, because I figured out the most genius way to do it. So, all the pathing is in, and it now almost looks like there are roads instead of just really wide paths. So, what I want to do is come all the way down here. There's even this little square that needs grass. I don't know what happened there, to be honest. This is, by the way, this is around where Cell was. Kind of missed the building. Could always, technically, if I really wished, I could add it back. Just leave out all the technical stuff. But, no. No point bringing a dead building back. As that might cause more problems than before. So that's that filled in, which is looking lovely. And then basically we just do that around all the roads, and then once that's done I'll make them have their perfect corners, and then it'll be absolutely gorgeous in my personal opinion. Okay, so this is done now. It's looking amazing. It's honestly breathtaking. I think it's honestly the best work I've ever done. I think I'm gonna quit my YouTube channel and call it a day. For God's sake. Okay. Hello everyone, welcome back to Minecraft. It's still the same clip and still the same video. So I've changed a few things, right? I just gave you a little sneak peek. I've decided something by myself. I've decided to realize that it's actually more common than I think for trains to pass each other. Like this. Right? Before I was like a little hesitant to do this, but I did this because the train looked very janky while coming up here, which meant, you know, very rough and ugh, during the animation. Also, if I could show you, I think they might be gone. No, there they are. The passenger train dropped about a bajillion carpets because of the inside covering up the netherite blocks, which I of course used for rails. So this is what the industrial train currently looks like. I actually kind of like it a little bit more now. I wasn't immediately in love with it, but I do kind of like it now. Obviously I have to change the height of that. So it's a little bit of a bummer that we're not doing animations for these two lovely trains. But honestly, I'm kind of glad because the doors will fall off. The lanterns would probably fall off. The carpet, again, would fall off. And it's really janky. And I just took a vote. I voted against my... I voted in my own head. I was like, I'm gonna make my own vote inside my head. And I just decided, you know what, not everything needs to be animated. As much as I'd like it, and as much as I'd like to show it off to people, I'd also have to change the interior so it had basically nothing. And that's what I did with the subline, actually. I had to take off the doors, which I could have done here as well, and remove the carpet. But still would have been janky Because the advantage about the sublines is that it had a roof. It was encased, right? Which meant that I didn't have to worry about the back end. I didn't have to worry about it being too long to be, seen as realistic, because that is, again, the kind of thing that we're going for in this beautiful county. And so, when we're outside, I have to worry about the length, and I have to worry about the items that'll drop, and all of that. So I've just decided, while we're outside, we're just going to have these 2 trains here being fine. Because I'd also have to hook them up in other stations, and that may sound like I'm just being lazy. I'm not. It would be a serious problem. Because, you know how I was using that fog effect to make the train look like it was appearing? I'd have about that iron bar to that iron bar to make a train appear for transport support and Lexington Station. So realistically, this wouldn't have worked anyway. Even if I was the most hopeful guy in the entire planet of Atrex, it just wouldn't work. Honestly, realistically, fundamentally, it just would have failed. So guys, I'm sorry, but we're only gonna have one really cool animation that kind of leaves a little bit weird, but it enters pretty well. I did say to myself, it's not a promise or something I will do for sure, but I may go and look at the subline train and see if I can update how it leaves. Or I'll just leave it the way it is and people can just slowly forgive me. But I know we're working towards greatness here, so I kind of have to make sure everything looks polished. Because if Glitch, my manager, comes in and he sees something is basically essentially whack or bad, he'll demand for change. If I don't give him change, then he might not do the change himself, but he'll certainly sound mad and he'll be upset and just silently disappointed with me. So yeah, I have to make some decisions, my friends. So that was one of the decisions I made because fundamentally it wouldn't work well. I don't know why I keep saying fundamentally. Okay. That was it. That's all I wanted to say. Hello everyone, welcome to the end of the episode. It's time for the wind down now, and I got a beautiful train in front of me. A train that was half built by Glitch Gamer and the rest was built by my tweaks. I tweaked a few parts. And now that I'm seeing it, those black bits right there. Those ones right there, they look so awkward. In my opinion. Like I changed the part on the roof, because he used to have bedrock. That's what Glitch wanted, or had. He suggested. Right, but I decided to leave it out. Because I like to have the trains out of, or vehicles, for that matter, out of blocks that could technically be moved. I guess, like by a piston. I don't know. It's just better because I don't want to see like bedrock in a build. It just looks so usual, I guess. So we got a double-sided train right here, and the idea is I'm actually after hooking it up. I just spent 20 minutes on it. Let's go here. So you got that right here. Takes you to the next area. Then if you want to go back to that industrial zone, you do have to run all the way down there, which, yes, sucks. It really does. But on the other hand, it's order of that. What is that? Like 20-second run? Less than 20-second run? Or you run for 20 minutes. Or walk for 20 minutes. From here to the industrial zone. Wow, this is... Is the industrial one deeper? Yeah. Oh, funky. I wonder how many people are going to notice that. Oh, that's interesting. And again, this bridge has to be moved up 1 block. So, I mean, it's perfect. This train is actually 7 blocks tall. That's why it looked taller. Because this is actually taller. Wow. That's weird. So I have to put these off-center bridges. Because if I do them exactly where the door is, it'll be unrealistic. Because people will be like, oh, how do you know the train's gonna stop exactly there? Also, I can't have wood on the outside. It will rot. Which I know I'm not supposed to really take into realism. Or take realism in too much, but that's what I'm doing. And that's what Glitch wants to promote, so... if we replace Garasaruni, Oak Plankaruni, suppose will be the best block. Yeah, that looks really good. So yeah, there's no ticket booths or anything. You can ride the train for free. Because there's no point adding a roleplay feature for ticket buying if there's no way to buy a ticket. Because, no. I'm not going to force people to pretend things. Play along with things, yes, but not pretend that things are there when they're clearly not. So you can see, that just took me so many blocks away from that other train. And now I'm here. Literally. I think that's one of the things actually. Yeah, that looks better. Oh my god. And the next episode right here is where we're gonna be working. I'm gonna do this little inlet of an office area for like the train managers. Like the train manager's office. It's gonna be very, very cool. I don't think this one actually needs, yeah, this one doesn't actually need the steps. Because, you know, if you can't jump over 1 high block, I don't know what you're doing. And then we got the offices right there. There should be another staircase over there. Because to get to the other side of here, you'd have to walk pretty far, I'd like to say. I mean, technically you can open this up, but we like to pretend that you can't. You see, again, you're pretending, but I mean, you're playing along with the fact that you can't open that, even though you can, and if you do, then it's fine, but whatever. People probably most likely will. Unless we decided to make this train come back there. Actually, it's just that the road, you know, goes over it a little bit, but if I do the train further back there, I mean, it'd be fine. It'd just be almost less impressive in a way. Gotta do these black stairs. So guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next episode. Hopefully you'll tune into this one, because I think we're all gonna like it. It's in the last clip that I was recording, that unfortunately the audio wasn't, you know, liking its existence. I was like, oh, I'm gonna build here now, because, you know, it seems like a cool place. Like the train pulls in, and then you got the guys here to like look after the train, or to like sort out the imports. I know there are probably like other offices here, like there are other offices here and there. I mean, it's a large facility, and you have to remember that there'd be like only 1 or 2, 3 offices per floor of these. So yeah, there's not actually that many offices, really. and then an office per person. So I mean, if you think about it, 3 people, 3 people, 3 people, 3 people. 3 times 6. I mean, 3 threes. 9, I think it is. It's 4. It's 4. 3 times 4. 12. There you go. So 12 per half. And then we're gonna have some more down here. Maybe another container unit. Maybe something to fuel the train. Something. I don't know, because at some point the train will need to be fueled. So, yeah. And for anyone wondering about this container ship, this doesn't technically need to be higher. I mean, it can. Ideally, it would be. Probably be higher to see the ocean a little bit more. Is this ship too long? I mean, they usually are this length. Yeah, I might bring it up to here. What level are we at? 46. I'll have to... Yeah, I'll do it later. Because there's a lot to that and I can't just do it within 30 seconds. So guys, thank you so very much for watching. I think everyone's gonna love this feature. Because running to the industrial zone was something I was not wanting to do. So yeah, thanks for watching. And I'll see you all in the next one.